Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. Every day. We do it our own way. Sing it out every day. Yeah, let's make it a good day. Every day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Now, here's Jason.
Welcome to the show. Hi, everybody. Say hello to the newest member of my family. This is little Elliott, everybody. There we go. Hi, Elliott. Say hi to all they were clapping for you. They were clapping for you, sweetie pie. Yes, they were. Oh, why am I crying? I've had him for a day, but yeah. Anyway, this is our new Frenchie. We had, as I explained yesterday in our show, we had no intention of getting another one. We lost ours suddenly several months ago. And, you know, life does what life does. Didn't think we were going to get another one. And a friend of ours had a litter. And no one wanted this little guy. Aww. And it was, you know, he gave him to friends. And this was the last little one. And he's evil, so he sent me a picture. The friend's evil, so he sent me a picture of him dressed in a bow tie. And knowing that it would get me, and I called my mom, and my mom goes, hang up with me and go get that dog. So as I tend to do 5 times a year, I listen to my mom, and here's Elliott. We like to name our dogs after pop culture things we love. And I have to actually credit executive producer Jeff. Jeff goes, your favorite movie is E.T., so how about Elliott? And I thought, we love it. And, oh, are you tired? You're tired. You're going to fall asleep just like some of our viewers. That's right. Wow, you are posing really well. Yeah. You've already been with Aunt Bebe, haven't you? Yeah. You know how to pose. Look at you posing. Look at that. Well, should we, Elliott, should we start the show? Oh, before you fall asleep? Look at you. You are completely unfazed by the show. Yeah. Well, let's cue the audience to clap for filling in for Fallon. Give it up for Aaron, everybody.
That dog.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Forget, Aaron, I love you, but forget that. Is this the cutest close-up ever? Look at that. Look at him.
She knows, too. That's the thing. Oh! Squishy
I love
dog.
you. I've got a crush on you.
Aww.
Look at you, sweetheart.
He's very regal.
He is very regal. He's like, hello.
He said, welcome, I'm on television, I know what to do.
That's right. This is my daddy's desk. And yeah, and he's getting along. You can go to my Instagram. I posted some, look at him. No, he's like, Director Leo, which close-up is my cam? What camera is my close-up? He's getting along really well. You know, we have a boxer, Milo, about 9 months old, and Milo, they're already getting along so well. And Colin told me this morning when Colin brought him, Milo starts crying. He already loves his little brother, so which makes me happy. I just, you know, I said to Colin the first night, I'm like, now our little family's complete again.
Yeah.
It just, yeah, you can never replace a dog, but you know, they can heal your heart and you can love them in different ways.
Yes.
And, yeah.
And he waited just for you to come get him.
He did. That's what I thought too. I believe things happen for a reason.
Because he wanted to be on television. That's
right. Yeah, he did. He did. There we go. Look at you. Regal is a good word.
I told you, he's very regal. He's been waiting for his close-up.
He's just posing.
Just ill-behaved when the other people came to pick up the puppies.
That's right. Look at that. Are you wondering? That's the studio.
Yes.
That's the studio audience. That's your. That's your close-up. That's your close-up there, sweetness. Yeah. Okay, now I got to say, we got to get to the show, but I said this yesterday. I have to appreciate my mom. You know, my mom's going to get the brunt of this because we're getting ready. Again, you know, I hear this from parents when they're like, there's never a perfect time to have kids, and there's always a reason. You know, we're getting ready to travel, and I told my mom, I said, Mom, if I get this dog, you know, you have to watch him while we're gone. And she goes, bring him over immediately. So I'm appreciative of my mom.
She's real broken up about it.
She's very sad about
Her
it. Yeah.
Is sad and broken.
So I appreciate her, and then my other half, Colin, who gets the brunt of it overnight. So speaking of Colin, he needs to come get him. So everybody, clap for Colin, everybody. There we go. There we go. Thank you. There we go. Bye, sweetheart. Bye, guys.
See?
Yeah. Love you, Elliott. Yeah, love you too, Kyle. There we go. Yeah.
Colin is also very regal in his scarf today.
There he is.
Feels right.
There we go. Thanks, Kyle. Okay, everybody.
Are you okay?
I'm just so happy.
For the day?
I am.
Right?
I'm just so happy. It just again. My heart.
I love it.
My Biggie's loss really shook us. Dexter we kind of knew, but Biggie was suddenly, and it devastated us. So yeah, it's healing my heart. What else heals my heart? Some good dish. Roll it, Leo. Let's get started, everybody. Here we go. Woo! Woo! I know, I got it back. First up. Okay, let's get started. First up, oof. Oh, you might have read about this. The rising cost of streaming is where we're going to begin. If you're a YouTube TV subscriber like I am, your monthly bill is about to get way bigger. YouTube and Google, who owns them, is hiking the price of its uber popular service by $10 a month. Now that doesn't seem a lot, but you'll see why we should be worked up about this. Starting in January, the new fee will be $82.99 a month. Starting in January. In a statement, the bigwigs from YouTube say, we don't make these decisions lightly, and we realize the impact on our members. Do you? Do you really? YouTube TV launched in 2017, and this is why I said a few seconds ago, this is why this is bothersome. Think about this. It launched in 2017. When it did, it was only $35 a month. And ever since then, it's climbed higher and higher and higher. And now, you know, it was looked at as a cable TV alternative. But criminy niddles, now it's more expensive than cable. Yeah, what do you get for it? What do you get for that 82 whatever a month? You get, I mean, you know, they do have a great library of channels. They have an unlimited DVR. They do have a good library of stuff. The NFL just cut a big deal with them, a big packaging deal, a licensing deal, which I'm sure, you know, the NFL ain't cheap. I'm sure they're passing on the NFL fees to us. So it's not like, oh, you don't have to sit through ads. It's like way more than that. It's way more than that. I love it. I'm still gonna, don't tell Google, I'm still gonna use it. But because I love the convenience of it. Like right now, this is one of the things I love, and you can do it with other stuff. You and I could be talking right now. I could be talking about a show and recommend a show to you, and I'd be like, oh crap, I forgot to set a recorder. I just grab my phone and I can set a record from anywhere on the app. That's just one of the conveniences, but yeah, I'm just mad. There's no reason for this. It's almost $100 a month. You know the only way to stop that, right? What? If we all stop paying for it. That's the only way to stop doing it. But don't do it until the Jason show's over, please. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Next in the dish, a little holiday magic. Speaking of the NFL, for the NFL, the first ever NFL Christmas Game Day Live is shaping up to be full of big O stars. The Queen of Christmas, Mariah Carey, is going to open the show. She's set to perform her hit, All I Want for Christmas Is You, and even during that performance, she'll make $250 million. Yeah, just from the audience, I'm kidding. She's really not, yeah. That song just reclaimed its top spot on the charts, marking its 15th week at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Mariah isn't the only superstar that you're going to see on Netflix that day. Beyonce will perform in her hometown of Houston during halftime. Well, that's why we're being charged the $100 a month. Yeah, they got to pay for Beyonce and Mariah. They got to pay for that hat she just had on. That was a giant. Yeah. Do you see that hat? That's a $4 million hat, I'm pretty sure. I'm not positive, but woo! I like this, though. I
love it.
I love that they're getting into these. I mean, you know what's funny? It's the saying, everything old is new again. All these streaming services with all their live programming, you know what they're turning into? Network TV.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's like, that's all they're turning. Netflix is doing live stuff. They signed a deal with WWE. It's just network TV all over again.
Yeah, also I think they figured out, like, if you can't get Taylor Swift up in the stands, just find other people that are like Taylor Swift adjacent and stick them in football and everybody will watch.
Absolutely.
Right?
Kinda.
I mean, I'm going to watch. I wouldn't watch if Beyonce wasn't there in a giant hat and Mariah Carey wasn't there. Would carry her out on this field.
I'm going to watch Mariah, Beyonce, and then turn on like Steel Magnolias or something.
Perfect.
There we go, yeah. Hey, speaking of Taylor, it is her birthday today. That's right. It is her. And it's also somebody else's birthday, and we're going to be celebrating that in a very Jason Show way. You'll see what I mean. That and more when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Welcome back. Sending some love today to my Uncle Stan, who watches every day in Florida. I love ya. Love ya. Welcome back to the show, everybody. What do you have? What, the audience?
No, Eric's like...
I know. Eric is Erin is our
awesome.
Erin. Well, first of all, she's a wonderful performer, but she's also part of our family. She's our audience coordinator. Now that Erin is filling in for Fallon, photographer Eric is filling in for Erin as the audience coordinator. That's right. And
see, he's so good.
He's leading the audience like a high school band drum major.
I love it. I love it.
Let's get back to the dish. Singing live for a movie is becoming more and more and more common, and it's great that it's happening. Not only, you guys know this, the stars of Wicked did it. They sang live on the set. So did Timothée Chalamet for that Bob Dylan movie that's coming out, A Complete Unknown. Timothée was on Colbert Thursday night and talked about that process. Watch this.
Now, it's not only just you singing and playing, and also Edward Norton.
Yeah.
It's not just you, recorded doing this. You're playing live to camera.
This is all live to camera, which was sort of ignorant and foolish because there was the fear from the music production side of the movie that if you play in different tempos for different takes, they won't be able to cut between them. And you might not just sound good, and it's a director's worst nightmare to confront the ego of the actor and say, hey man, you're just not sounding good, you know? But I had Edward Norton as the devil on my shoulder, and he said, listen man, you sound better live. And something had clicked in my voice, and obviously when you're playing, it does something to your voice, and something had clicked. You know, the pre-records we did in Los Angeles in a studio in Burbank, and I'm trying to, this worst thing we could have done with a Bob Dylan biopic is sanitize it, is make it sound clean, or, you know, this was a man from iron ore country, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Hibbing, Duluth. You hear the cold country in his voice. So I didn't want to be a New Yorker recording in Los Angeles, you know, decimating that music, man. I wanted to honor that legacy. Truly, man, this is like an American hero, an American great, one of the fantastic artists of our time. This movie's a humble.
I will, before we move on, I'll defer to you because you are a singer. He speaks the truth on that, right? Pre-recorded compared to singing live.
Yeah, also it's really hard to tell a story to somebody without actually telling them the story. So it's sort of like in the show Waiting for Guffman. Do you remember Waiting for Guffman?
Yeah.
When they do the thing where they're like, when I'm talking to you, I'm going to look away and I'm going to close my eye, or I'm going to look at you with my eyes closed. Then when I'm not talking to you, I'm going to open my eyes. It's sort of that thing where you can't communicate the same way, but also your adrenaline and energy puts energy and life and feelings into the music you're doing. And like in the moment where you are on set telling that story, that's where that sound should come from. And like one of the first recordings I ever did, the guy stopped me and he was like, that is not what you sound like. I don't know what you're doing. He's like, why are you trying to be so perfect? Because that's not what it is. It's like, and Bob Dylan's recordings,
not perfect.
That's not where that lived. It lived in this live, rough, like awesome feelings space. And so if you don't put that in there, it doesn't communicate. Seems
inauthentic.
Yes.
More just for you now. Another possible chance for Jim Carrey to steal Christmas. So you guys know he starred as the Grinch in that 2000 film. Well, listen to I never thought he would do this. He says he's open to returning to the Grinch with one condition. Jim says the makeup application was extremely excruciating every single day on the set. Here's a little bit of it here. The movie relied heavily on practical effects. They didn't want to use, Ron Howard did this, he didn't want to use a lot of CGI. It took hours to put on the prosthetics, and Jim said he could hardly breathe while he was filming it. So when they asked him about doing this again, he brought up the idea of motion capture so he could be free to do other things. Yeah, motion capture, let me give you another example. If you're like, you think you know what it is. It's what they did if you've ever seen Star Wars The Force Awakens. Lupita Nyong'o did the voice of Maz Kanata, the little thing with the, yeah. And they put dots all over your head, all over your body, and the computer, it's like magic, records every wrinkle, every way your cheek moves, and the computer artists insert that into the character. I can see why he would want that.
Sure. I think it's in the same way I think that Cynthia Erivo was like, no, I need to look at myself and see that character. He's already been that character. Also, what did he buy, you guys, that he needs to get all these movie roles?
Okay.
I just want to know why he keeps opening himself up to all of this.
Because if you know what we're talking about, we had a Hotdish story earlier that he took the role in Sonic the Hedgehog 20 because he said, quote, I bought a lot of stuff. And now he's willing to do this, so we want to know, what the hell did you buy? Like, did you buy a small town in Florida?
I know,
like,
I'm concerned.
Did you buy the villages in Florida? I mean, you know what?
Like, let's see what else opens up. If he's like, also, I'm going to bring back the mask. Also, let's do that. Like,
yeah.
And I'm not that I'm going to say no to that. That would be awesome.
No, he's going to be doing Nabisco shredded wheat commercial
Right?
soon. Yeah. Next, he's the new Wilford Brimley. I'm here to talk about you. I'm here to talk to you about diabetes. Yeah. Anyway, next in the dish. The truth. Nobody except people my age or older even knows who Wilford Brimley is. I acknowledge that. Okay, next in the dish. The truth comes out. A new docuseries is exposing what life was like during the heyday of one of the most controversial talk shows ever on television. Look at this trailer.
At the beginning of 1992, Jerry Springer was coming to Chicago to launch a talk show.
We were this little band of crazy people just trying to survive the week.
All I had to do was convince him, let's make it wild.
Variety show and a weekly magazine compare the fights to pro wrestling.
Teeth were knocked out.
It really was the modern version of the Roman Coliseum.
Springer's the first talk show host ever to knock Oprah Winfrey off her throne as the queen of daytime talk.
He became a cultural icon.
I want the show to demonstrate outrageousness, yes.
The bigger that show got, it raised questions about what really went on backstage.
The producers were coaching us on what to say and how to act. They weren't interested in what kind of impact it was going to have on you.
And it had quite an impact. It really did on media, society, the 90s. So it's called Jerry Springer Fights Camera Action. It has interviews with producers and former guests of the Jerry Springer Show. January 7th. It's a two-part series. I can speak one removed from it. I grew up in Chicago. In Chicagoland during the heyday in the 90s of talk shows. Several were shot in Chicago in the 90s. We had the Oprah Winfrey Show, we had Jerry Springer, and then we had Jenny Jones. And Jenny Jones and Jerry Springer were shot in the same facility, the NBC Tower. Hello, Chicago. And I was a guest on Jenny Jones. And I know the tactics that those producers used because it was used on me. My episode was called, I'm Gay and My Family Doesn't Know. And did your family have heads? Yeah, no, but anyway, and I was on that show. I was a guest, and I remember the producers coming back and just egging me on and wanting me to say stuff that wasn't real to me in my experience. And I thought, oh, this is what they do, and it was similar to that show as well. So, Next, an inspirational and moving documentary that I'm absolutely loving. We go from something tacky to something that I can't wait to talk to you about. It's a new film, came out like the last few months, new on digital, tackling the story of Christopher Reeve, the beloved actor who played Superman, the Man of Steel. It covers his career and, of course, his life-changing accident in 1995. Now, before I tell you more about it and my review, here's a little bit of the trailer.
My dad was very competitive, and he didn't necessarily slow down.
We said goodbye, and he gave this wave. That was the last time I saw him on his feet.
Mr. Reeve currently has no movement or spontaneous respiration.
Superman, crazy. Just that simple little thing over the horse.
I'd ruined my life and everybody else's. I won't be able to ski, sail, throw a ball to Will. Won't be able to make love to Dana. Maybe we should let me go.
She came flying in, and she just yelled, "I love you. I love you."
And then she said the words that saved my life. You're still you, and I love you.
You're still you. I could talk to you for a half hour about this show. I watched it last night by myself, thank God, because I was a mess, like 15 times during it. Just a couple little pullaways, little takeaways. First, that quote right there, Christopher talks about how, and we didn't really know this until recently, that even Christopher Reeve's mom wasn't sure that he should continue on after the accident. And Christopher wasn't sure and pulled Dana into the hospital room and said, maybe you should let me go. And that's when his wife said that. And then the other little thing I'll tell you about is when he came home 7 weeks after the accident, his kid, all those people in there are his kids. The son, Will, said he never connected the dots of how sad it was going to be for his dad coming back to the home. And he goes, because his dad comes back to the house and would look out a window and see the pond that he used to ice skate in, and then look to his right and see the pool that he can no longer go in, and look at his bedroom and in a space where he can no longer be intimate with his wife. And I thought, wow, that just gut punched me. And then the very end, and I'll be done because I don't want to make you all cry today, is I forgot what a great friend Robin Williams was to Christopher Reeve. If you guys don't know, they were college roommates, and they were brothers. And Robin was devastated at his loss. And Glenn Close says something toward the end that if you don't cry, check yourself. Glenn says, she knew both of them. And she said, I firmly believe that if Christopher had been around, Robin would still be here. Because whenever Christopher got down, you know, I mean, how can you not have moments where you wallow? The family only called one person, Robin. And Robin Williams would come over and cheer his friend up. It was beautiful, Aaron.
That's awesome. I mean, I think that we forget about how monumental he was and what a huge star he was. And I remember watching him in the show Somewhere in Time. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
Which was more impactful to me than Superman, just because I'm not a real like superhero sort of thing. But he was so beautiful, and he could play all of those different things. You know what I mean?
He never got proper credit for it.
Yeah. He wasn't, I feel like he was like, yeah, he was Superman. Not like what a great actor he was. And he did like a lot of other like serious, really cool work too.
And no one gave him, again, I could talk. And he was mad, the last little thing, this is funny to end on. He actually felt so strongly about taking Superman seriously. He got mad. He called Marlon Brando out on Johnny Carson, who played his father. And he goes, oh, Marlon was just there for the money. For $3 million, he didn't care. Christopher cared. That's why Superman was a success. It wasn't the special effects. It wasn't because a man flew. It was because of Christopher Reeve. You can watch that on Max. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Wonderful tricks and tips for your holiday decorations. How to keep them looking great past December 26th. Then we are celebrating our leader's birthday. That's right. Executive producer Jeff is turning 50, and we're celebrating like only we can. And then it's another edition of Best Things Ever. What are we loving now? That and more when we come back. Great time today. Come see us. Go to eventbrite.com. Search for The Jason Show. Once the holidays come and go, we might feel the urge to just rip down all of our decorations. I know I do. But after spending all that time, all that effort putting it together, you don't really want it to go to waste right away. There are ways to stretch the holiday magic in a non-irritating way throughout the winter months. Joining me now is one of my favorite designers. Give it up for Heather Fox, everybody. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
I love this idea, and I love how BB wrote that, because it is, I'm not being funny, you got to go down to the storage closet. You got to pull out the bins. You got to put it up.
Yes.
If you have kids, put them to work. You got to put it. Then taking it all down after 3 weeks, it's irritating.
I know. It was a short season this year, right? With where Thanksgiving fell. Christmas is so quick. We need to extend it a little bit.
We all lost a week. If you didn't realize that, I keep being reminded. We had one less week of the holiday season. So, okay, so let's get to some tips. Let's start down here. What do we have?
Well, okay. So first, we're going to talk about how traditionally Christmas is red and green, right? You see that often. We can kind of go outside of that, and it's going to extend the life of your decor. So like this is a little more neutral, right? So we have the greenery, the pine cones, but there's no like bright red berries. It just kind of takes it to a more neutral place.
Broad.
Yeah, exactly.
More broad.
And we have these candle holders. Instead of doing green candles or red candles, we went a little more neutral. And then, you know, I said, hey, let's make it more Christmassy. Throw a little ribbon on there. And then when Christmas is over, untie it, you're done.
That takes 2 seconds. Yeah, to rip that right off, okay? What's this?
Okay, trees are our friends. Trees don't have to be Christmas trees, right? Trees can be all throughout the season. These are still a little more wintry, right?
Yeah.
But these can definitely last you through January, February. You can put them up in November. You know, you could get a little more longevity out of them.
I did the first week of November, and I used this kind of situation where I have my stags. I see you have some animals there, but I kept it pretty neutral and not a lot of reds and greens, and I did a lot of trees here.
Yeah. And then, you know what, there's also like jewel tone candy colored Christmas. I mean, we can go that way too, and that also, this is your set right here, isn't it?
It really is. Yeah. I mean, seriously, it's the colors of the set.
But it also just, again, makes it a little bit more fun, gives you a little bit more longevity.
And you were saying, okay, so let's pause. Let's step out of just the holiday trends for a second. You were telling me in the break, because I rely on Heather to tell me like what's trending in bathrooms and kitchens, and jewel tones are back.
Yeah, and you know, it's interesting. I said his set is very jewel toned. It's beautiful, and I love. It's just totally on trend. Yeah, but you know what? I kind of love. I feel like we're in this place where, of course, things trend, but really anything goes. Whatever you love, whatever color you love, whatever style of wood you love, it's gonna work.
It's gonna be fine, and you can mix and match, not so matchy-matchy.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Moving down, what do we have here?
Textures. So textures are one thing. Bringing in, you know, automatically, you put in a sheepskin like this or a pillow like this.
That's a
which
pillow.
Is really fun, right?
It looks like we were saying. It looks like a mugwai after you got it wet.
Yeah. It really does.
This is a pillow?
Yeah, how cute is that on a couch? Well, you can try it later.
Yeah, I'll try it later. I'll have Aaron can lean on it. Yeah.
Yeah, having the textures just automatically makes it feel cozier, makes it feel more wintry. Even these kind of like a non-traditional take on red and green. It can work year round, right? But then you have like this little vibe of Christmas and holiday.
What is this?
It's a garland.
Behave over there, Eric. Behave yourself. It's a family program, Eric. She's a classy lady. Anyway.
Okay, it is a garland for your Christmas tree, Jason.
It is.
Or your mantle.
That's right. It is. No, but seriously, you can just pull it like that, and it's
right, and it's so cute.
What is this made out of?
Wool.
It's wool?
It's wool.
That is fun. The audience is making up their own jokes. That's how you know. That's how you know. A, it's a good audience. B, it's Friday, and C, a third of them are drunk. That's right. Yeah. There we go. 3/4 of them are drunk. No, but I do. And I love, because remember back in the day, don't mix textures. If you go with one of every, no, mix it up.
It's so true. Mix everything up, including nice segue, metallics.
You can mix
the
it?
metallics. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know, I brought my disco ball ornaments, and I decided to dress like a disco ball as well to kind of match it. Yeah.
It's always great when the guests dress like this segment.
Yeah,
That's yes.
Yeah. I had to do it.
I love it.
But the disco ball ornaments, so fun. Throw a couple of these on your tree. Say you're kind of feeling a little lazy about decorating in general. This is all you really need.
Yeah.
Buy 20 of these and some garland, and you'll have like the most fun tree on the block.
Okay, let me just ask you your personal opinion, because you're fashionable, you're a designer, you see trends, you're at a lot of homes. What is your opinion? When should people take down their decorations?
Oh, okay. I feel like this depends.
Okay, thank you.
I really do, because I think that, if you have a very traditional red and green Santas everywhere, maybe then like early January it's time for it to go away. I feel like if you go a little bit more neutral, people are disagreeing.
It's fine. It is. That's why I asked. It's a hot button thing.
It is.
My radio co-host Alexis has a wreath that she leaves up so long, it's a 4th of July wreath. I mean, that's she burns it down with fireworks, yeah. Give it up for Heather Fox, everybody. Follow her on Instagram. And for more design inspiration, head to foxhomes.com. Please, they're great. You'll love them. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment, everybody. I love this. That is fantastic. That is... Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Taylor Swift. She's not here. I'm sorry. Yeah. Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah, I think it does.
Executive producer Jeff. What do all these people have in common? They're all celebrating birthdays today. Now, our fearless leader, executive producer Jeff, took the day off, as he should, but that is not stopping us, his staff, from completely humiliating him on his birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the very best, a perfect representation of our fearless leader, executive producer Jeff.
I hear someone say la la instead of la la. When people are eating and they cheers with their food or their spoons, I want to punch them.
He hates when people go, have a nice day.
Don't tell me what to do.
I love Ewoks, and then everybody got mad at me about that. But they're so cute, and I just want to go live in their tree houses with them.
I didn't like their lips. They have those weird little lips. Look at this. Do you remember Ewok lips?
Can I tell you, that is a question no human has ever asked, ever. No one has ever said, do you remember those Ewok lips?
I'm pulling up a picture of them.
No one has ever said that to anybody else. I told a version of the story.
They're super
What's wrong with their lips?
Oh, and they're creepy. Hey, we're almost there, which means I have to pull up my McDonald's app to use my coupon.
Ooh, are you gonna get free fries?
No, you get $5 20-piece nuggets.
Oh, dang.
We are using a coupon at McDonald's.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. What's happening on your pants? Is it dripping on your...
I have an appointment later today.
Oh, my God. You have green milkshake on your crotch. You now have mint crotch.
Help! Get me a napkin.
No, we don't have napkins.
I need a Tide pen for my crotch.
Here, can I squirt this on your... There we go.
I don't know if I believe in Tide pens either. See, I don't like water parks because you have to show your flesh. My mom, when I was in Arizona, she said that, oh, you should get a swim shirt. I said, that makes it even worse when you're a chubby kid. Am I right? Because they're going to be like, oh, look at the fatty with a swim shirt. You look ridiculous. My dad bought a gray one. I looked like a baby seal. Like a beluga whale coming. I can't see the dry. I don't like spicy milk. I don't like when they put bows on little hairless babies. Can I tell you what I hate? When you're at like a group activity and they're like, let's play a get to know you exercise.
Oh, no.
You know what I I hate with parents, though, is when they hold up their child and you're supposed to, like, be impressed that the kid's smiling or cute. I don't think children should be allowed. They're like, they let the kid, like, peek through or peek over the seat. I'm just like, I'm always like this. I'm like...
Ew.
I will let you know if your child is cute. At 99.9% of them. No offense.
Alright, let's do that one more time. And go put your hand after the thumb, because I can see it being pulled down. Jason's excited over there.
Oh, I don't like warm cookies.
Oh, God. 10 years, that's a top 10 thing we've ever played on the show. We've never won an Emmy. I don't want one anymore. That is fantastic. Hey, really quick, I'll be very brief on this. We have a lot of fun at each other's expenses. That's why we're family. We make fun of each other, so we can make you laugh. But the truth of the matter is we do that because we love each other, and I love that, man. This show would be nothing. I'm out here. I'm the face of it, but that guy works 4,000 times harder than I ever will, and I appreciate him every weekday of my life, and sometimes on Saturdays. We'll be right back. Happy birthday, buddy. How was your smoke break?
Good. I feel very short today.
Welcome back. It's getting down to the wire for holiday shopping, and if you haven't finished yet, we're going to try to help you out. And our
I'm so
oh my God, I almost need you in the booth.
I know, because I'm usually like 5 inches taller when I
literally almost need you in your boobie. Get up there.
I am literally the same height as you now.
And now it's even more. I'm going to go like that again. Anyway.
Well, you can't move them. They're just...
We're going to try to help you out. Thank you. The rest of our live shows until the holidays, so we're going to do it again. It's time for more of our best things ever, everybody. This is our version of Oprah's favorite things. Today, Aaron and I are sharing some gadgets we're loving. I'm going to start with one that just came out. This is for all of you that do videos. Maybe you have a youngin' in your life that is a creator on YouTube or TikTok, or you just want your audio to sound better in your videos on your phone. I have it for you, and it is the Rode Wireless Micro. Oh. This just came out. Now, look, I know microphones. I know them. Rode is a premier brand, and I just got this. And what is so easy about this is like dummy proof. And what I mean by that is it is just 3 little pieces. You plug this into your phone, boop, at the end of the phone, and then you put one, we call them lav mics here in the TV business. You put one of these lav mics on, boom, you start talking, and you will have crystal clear audio. And you can keep this, look how small this is. You can keep this in your purse. So especially if you're a creator, because look, research says not to get into research, but the #1 reason why people do not watch viral videos or turn off your content is because the audio sucks. This, and the price point for Rode is fantastic. It's $149, and again, it fits in your pocket. Rode is so high quality. I have tested this now, and it is sterling audio. $149. The Rode Wireless Micro. It is. I have never loved a mic. I haven't loved a mic from Rode like this in a long time. It's such a great little gadget.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
I love it.
Now you have a great app. I love this app.
Okay. I do a lot of traveling, especially to go see my daughter who lives in Kentucky. So we fly a lot to Nashville. We use an app a lot called Turo. And Turo is a car rental app basically, but it's like Airbnb for cars.
Yes.
And so you go on the app and you can search like in your location. It gives you, there are price points from very low to very high, but it's really fun. Like one of the last times we went, we got a hot pink like Barbie Jeep, and went and surprised my daughter with her best friend and like and picked them up in this like hot pink Jeep. It was awesome, but it was like super affordable, really fun. It's it's convenient, and then if you need it to be more convenient, there are other things they'll do, like deliver the car to you, or things like that. But there's also a gift card option on there right now, and what a fun thing to be able to do for somebody if they have an event coming up or they love cars. You have somebody who loves cars, to be able to give them like a day in like whatever car of their choosing.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Because there's really high-end cars. There's all different things you can pick from, so it's really fun.
I didn't know Aaron was going to pick Turo. I have used this. I've used this in an area where there's sometimes limited rental cars. I've used this in Hawaii. And talk about the convenience. First, rental cars are very expensive in some vacation locales. The convenience, we were staying at a hotel, and all these people are checked out. It's safe. It's like VRBO. Anyway, you have to have insurance, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, the convenience, you pick out the car, the price point you want, and you can pick the option. We were at a hotel. The guy delivered we wanted to do a day trip and drive up north on Oahu. He dropped the car off at 9 a.m. and then he picked it back up at the hotel. I didn't have to leave it in a parking lot. He literally, we picked the option, which was $7 more. Hello. I mean, that's not up for convenience on a trip. We just brought it back to our own hotel. He met us in the parking lot. I waved goodbye to him, gave him the keys, walked in, and had a Mai Tai. Yeah. And it was great. We've used it 5-6 times. So I was so excited because I don't think a lot of people, they don't advertise well. It's fantastic.
No, and I'm fine with that because I can find a car all the time. Also, if you're thinking about buying a car and you've never driven it before, get this for a day and drive around in the car and see if you like how it drives. See if you like having it, what you can put in it, not,
Okay, we have to wrap. Can we have 20 seconds? Please show them because we're all giggling. What's this chapstick that you swear is the best chapstick ever?
You know what? It's the Up and Up Target brand Sport It's lip balm. This is yours.
Target lip balm is your.
Take this. Put this on your mouth right now. Put it on your face right now. It is SPF 50. If you're traveling, if you live here in the wintertime, it doesn't have a strong flavor or like any at all, really. Ever since I've had this, I've had no issues with anything, especially that like cold, sorry, blistery things that I get when I get sunburned.
Is this a new one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I brought one for.
We gotta go. You're talking about cold sores and you're like, put this on your lips.
No, it's awesome. Like, for traveling, and if you live in Minnesota, you know how important a chapstick is. These are like $4.
We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment. Don't forget to follow us on social media. Jason Show TV and our personal accounts. Aaron Schwab, Fallon, KDWB, and just my name, Jason Matheson. Let's get to know our last JVIP of the week. It's Judith. Hi, Judith. Say hi to Judith.
Hi, Judith.
From St. Paul. She loves the family we built here on the show. Judith says it reminds her of the relationship she has with her siblings. 1 minute you're harassing each other, and the next minute you're lifting each other up. That's right. Jason, she gets it. Jason, she gets a Jason Show mug and is entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes being a VIP guest in our audience, a $150 gift card to Becker Furniture, and we can't forget our friends at Renew Med Spa. She gets a $250 gift certificate from them. We'll be back right after this. My lips feel so good. They feel great. Welcome back to the show. Our buddy Aaron Schwab, as I always say, she's the Bette Midler of the Twin Cities. And if you're traveling here to the Twin Cities, maybe you live here, maybe you want to come here, you have some shows this weekend locally.
I do. I have our holiday show. I do a holiday show every year. It's the Naughty and Nice Holiday Show. Has a little something for everybody. Lots of different styles of music. Naughty songs, sweet songs, sad songs, depressing, mad songs about Christmas. All of it's in there.
Mild nudity.
It's really fun. Yeah, we're at Crooners.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of depends on second show. You never know what'll happen second show.
Depends if you give her chapstick, then, you know, it's a, yeah.
Crooner Supper Club in Fridley, and it's really fun. And there's still tickets available for tonight and tomorrow. So come on out. 4 shows to choose from, 5 and 8 p.m.
That's right. And I'll be performing at Deja Vu. I'm just joking. Yeah. That's only the matinee. That's it. They don't let me do the
It's a short walk, though.
It's a short walk. That's right. Hey, Monday, making the perfect whipped cream. How to make the perfect whipped cream.
Yeah, baby.
Speaking of dancing, Stephanie Hansen will join us with some tips. That's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you are a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. And again, happy 50th to our executive producer, Jeff. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next week.